Hey everybody, this is Erika Szabo. Welcome back to another one of my weekly vlogs. Let's see what's been going on this week. So in terms of gaming, you might remember I did post my review for Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair and a short piece. I'm not even going to try and say the rest because I was lucky enough to say it right twice. Ronke Tsukagime's Longest Day. Yes, that one. So I did post those reviews. If you haven't checked them out, highly recommend you do. I will post them below or above or somewhere around here. But yeah, so those went up and I'm really happy I was able to do 2 reviews this week. It was pretty crazy. That was a lot of work. Those reviews do take a lot of time because they are a lot more like formatted. They're a bit more scripted, but yeah, I think they turned out pretty good and I really hope you enjoy. I really loved both of the games for very different reasons, and yeah, I'm just glad I was able to review them. So big thank you once again to Namco Bandai and Nipponichi for sending me review codes for those. Now, other games that I am planning on reviewing and things that you should be looking forward to in terms of reviews and content. I had mentioned last week Disney Infinity 2.0. I'm working my way through that. Also, Bayonetta 2. I'm really hoping to get a copy of that very soon. Probably not until November because I'm a bit short on money and I'm only paid monthly. So it's a little bit tricky right now. A little bit. And I can't really afford it because rent needs to obviously come first, right? But I'm hoping to get a copy of Bayonetta 2 and then potentially even doing a let's play. I really want to do a let's play for this game, and I'm really happy to own a Wii U. I don't have to go and buy one like some people will have to, but you know, I honestly feel like this will be a very good reason to, and a lot of reviewers have been saying that. There's a lot of good reasons to have a Wii U. Not like, you know, a ton, but there are a few, such as games like Pikmin 3 or Wind Waker HD, etc, etc. Now, aside from that, also Dreamfall Chapters. Dreamfall Chapters is a game by Red Thread Games that I have really been looking forward to, like, for a very long time now. This is carrying over after The Longest Journey and Dreamfall The Longest Journey, which are 2 really amazing adventure games that were released a long while back, like years back. Big fan of adventure, like point and click games. This has to be my favorite series though, by far, and I'm just so happy that there was a Kickstarter for this. I was able to pledge to the Kickstarter, help fund it, and now we have book 1 out, which is awesome. So book 1 is now out on Steam. I will link to that below if you want to check it out if you are a sucker for point and click games. I'm actually a little bit bummed because when I made my pledge, I was supposed to get early access, but I think I forgot about the whole early access thing. I don't even know when the early access was, but I totally missed it because the game is now out and I'm only just playing it. So kind of a bummer, but what can you do? So I'm going to be doing a review for that as well. More than likely, I just need to find time to be able to play, which will probably be this weekend, which I'm really excited for. And then on top of that, we also have the Rocket HD PVR, which I will be reviewing. Just talk about, let you know how it works, its functionality, just versatility, all that kind of stuff. I'm really happy that I got to get that to review because I used to have an Elgato and then I sold that, and now I'm just like, oh, I really needed a new PVR, right? And I have one, so that's really awesome. I really could not be happier. And then of course I have my top 5 RPGs on the Genesis. I say RPGs because one of the games in particular is not a JRPG. So I'm switching things up and it's just going to be RPGs. It's actually a really hard list to make because a lot of the games that I am going to be mentioning are not games you can actually get here. Are games that you can only really find in reproduction carts or games that you would have to emulate, which is very unfortunate because there are some really great import titles, but because they're very text heavy, it's not really something that you can appreciate if you don't know Japanese. Very unfortunate, or not even just Japanese, but also like other languages too, which I will not talk about. That's another reason why I can't say JRPGs, because there are other languages involved. But that will be coming up soon. I'm thinking sometime next week. I'm still debating whether or not I can release a video for Monday, just because it's been a little bit tricky finding time to film, but we'll see. I am crossing my fingers here, just trying to get enough privacy here where I can film. So yeah, crossing my fingers. But I think, oh no, that's not it. That's not it. I'm also getting a copy of Super Bomberman 2 from my friend on YouTube, The Completionist. Big thank you to you, man, for sending me this game. That all said, obviously, I am probably going to be doing Let's Plays for this damn game because it's just so much fun. I have some really good memories with this one, and yeah, it's gonna be good. And I'm gonna need to invest in in one of the Hudson Soft SNES multi-tap. Definitely, sometime soon, I'm sure. And yeah, that's gonna happen. That has to happen. But yeah, I think that's actually it for gaming. Let's move on to anime. So anime is a little bit on the lighter side this week. I have been watching more of Terror in Resonance, which isn't much more considering there's only 11 episodes, but I could always use more of that show. I absolutely adore it. The more I watch, the more I love it. And I highly recommend you check it out. It's available on Funimation if you do. And then the other thing, I have been reading more of Claymore, which I ended up talking about on MangaPod, which is a really awesome video cast that happens. I don't even know how often it happens, but I love it, and it's awesome, and I've been a guest twice now, and just had a blast. And to be able to cover Claymore, which is an amazing series, like such an amazing series, I was so humbled. So awesome stuff. The last thing I did want to mention, and was just something I've been celebrating over, has been the Cowboy Bebop Blu-ray re-release that Funimation is releasing. I'm so ecstatic for this. It's coming out, I believe, December 17th or so. So ecstatic. Just watching the trailer for it, which I will link to below as well, it looks gorgeous. It's so clean and it's pretty, and I just can't stop gushing about it. It's just so nice. It's way too nice. So definitely check that out. If you are a fan of anime, Cowboy Bebop is kind of an essential for everybody. It's a staple. If you've never seen it, where have you been? Really, where have you been? Seriously, watch it. And consider getting this release just because it's so clean and it really deserves this. There was the remix that came out, which looked great, but this looks better than ever. There's nothing that can really compare to this. This is the version everyone who's a Cowboy Bebop owner or lover should own. It's definitely worth it. So yeah, let's move on to everything else. Okay, so in terms of YouTube, life updates, and Patreon, first I want to say I just released a new mini vlog on my Patreon to my $10 and up patrons. Thank you so much for all you patrons, and stay tuned for a lot more mini vlogs very soon. Speaking of Patreon, I do want to give a thank you to Brad Hibbard. Thank you so much for pledging to my profile. I really appreciate it, and I'm getting very close to reaching my $500 goal, and that is once I reach 500, then I will start beginning to piece together my my custom PC that I'll be building. Very excited for that, and that's something I've been wanting to do for years, like since I was 16, so that was like 10 years ago, and I'm old. I am very old. But yeah, I mean, obviously I'm gonna be getting the processor and the graphics card first. I want to kind of get the expensive stuff out of the way and then start picking at everything else and then start building, right? So that's going to be coming together soon, and then obviously once that happens, then I'll really start streaming. Like, I'll definitely be doing stuff like Twitch, and then I'll be able to play a lot more games in terms of indie games and point and click games, because a lot of them are PC only, which is unfortunate and which is sad. And it, you know, having a Mac is really nice, I gotta say, especially in terms of using software for like video editing or photo editing, things like that. But in terms of some of the games I want to play, I am so limited. So I'm almost there. I am almost at that $500 goal, and I can't wait so I can start getting all these pieces for my PC. So hopefully sooner than later, hopefully. Now I also do want to say that at this point in time, obviously I record these things a couple days ahead of time, not actually on Sunday when it is posted right now, but I do want to say that I cannot believe I'm saying this, but I am so insanely close to reaching 500,000. I can't even believe I'm saying that. 500,000 views on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel's been around for over a year and a half, or around a year and a half or something like that. And I'm just like blown away. I cannot believe it. I can't believe I'm as far along as I am, and I'm already really close to 11K subscribers, which is great. And there was definitely a slow period, I'll tell you that. And I think that slow period obviously happened because of summertime, and the more I assess summertime, the more I realize it's funny because like you start realizing these things after the fact, but I was totally manic depressed. There were way too many ups and downs in my life. I was a bit of a recluse in certain ways. Like I went out all the time, but I just didn't take responsibility for a lot of the things I needed to, and it was just a lot of ups and downs in my behavior, and I was a lot more introverted in my mindsets and everything. And the more I thought about it and the more I started to reassess how I was feeling, I definitely fell back into that. And I don't know, depression is something that I have been dealing with for years and years, since I was like 16. Sometimes I act like I've never experienced it because I feel like some people have it a lot worse than I do, but at the end of the day, I still do, and it comes in waves. It's something that comes in waves, and sometimes I feel great, and then sometimes I don't, and it never goes away. It never does. There's always those up and down points. But the summertime, because there was so much up and down in such a short period of time, in only a few months, I can see how that is very manic and how that was a really bad time for me, and it's unfortunate that it had to affect my channel, but I'm really happy to be back in the swing of things this fall. I'm definitely not going to be burning myself out because I'm surrounding myself with people who are like really keeping themselves busy, people who are incredibly ambitious, who love their work just as much as I do. And I think when I surround myself around people like that, it really shows, and it really helps me get back on track. So yeah, things did slow down on my channel a bit. Who knows where I would be if I was just as steady as I am now in terms of video content, but I am still extremely grateful to know that I can't believe I'm almost at 500K views. It's insane, and almost at 11K subscribers. It's really amazing, and I couldn't have done it without any of you. So thank you so much, everybody, for being there for me and just being so supportive. I really don't even know what else to say, just because I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful, and there's still obviously a lot of things I'm dealing with right now, but I am like a million times happier than I was during the summer. I think you can kind of tell that kind of stuff in my behavior too in videos as well, because I wear my heart on my sleeve, and it's easy to tell if there's definitely something on my mind and I'm not like focused on work, right? So once again, thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate all of your support through your kind words, through your donations, through whatever. It doesn't matter. I couldn't be more grateful. So thanks. So I think that's it for this week. I really hope you enjoyed this weekly vlog, and please stay tuned for all the videos, stuff that I was talking about. Hopefully sooner than later. If I don't release something on Monday, I will definitely release something on Wednesday, so please do stay tuned. The 4 videos per week may not start this coming week, but I'm definitely going to try my best to have that happen. But yeah, I really hope you guys have an awesome week, and please let me know, how has your week been? What have you been up to? Stay tuned, and I will see you all later. Okay? Alright, peace.